Ever since adapting to a more minimalist lifestyle, one of the first things I cut from my budget is getting expensive haircuts. A couple years back, I looked up how to cut my own hair, ordered myself a pair of nice shears, and I never looked back. I was so surprised at how easy it was, and I loved that I can cut it to my exact liking every single time. As you can see, it's been a while since I last cut my hair, so I thought that I would show you my simple and easy way that I cut my own hair at home, and maybe this will encourage you to try cutting your own hair as well. First thing you'll need is a pair of shears. A pair of thinning shears might also be helpful, a comb or a brush, a couple of clips or hair ties, and a fine-tooth comb if you have one. First, I'm taking the top 2/3 of my hair and tying it up to a bun since the length will be determined only by the lower section. With the remaining hair, I'm separating the left from the right and dividing it into 2 parts. I'm going to take the back section, bring it forward at a slight angle, and cut it to the length that I want. My hair is really thick and coarse, so I use the point cutting technique to soften the ends and make sure that the ends blend nicely. To point cut, I'm holding my hair tightly between my index and my middle finger and cutting vertically into my hair instead of just straight across. Now I'm brushing the back section and blending it with the front. It's pretty easy to see what needs to be cut since there is a guide that I can use for reference. Now I'm cutting the longer pieces to match the guide. As you can see, I only cut off about 3 to 4 inches. I think a good rule of thumb for when we cut our own hair at home is to start small, because if we need to, we can always trim more later. Now we're going to repeat the same process to the other side. Section off into 2, take the hair from the back, cut it to the right length, comb, blend it with the front piece, and cut the longer pieces to the guide. I'm going to pretend like I'm creating a 2-inch mohawk at the top of my head, tying away all the hair on my left side for later. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but if it gives you a peace of mind, you can create a clean center parting split and measure 1 inch from the left and 1 inch from the right. Now with this mohawk section, I'm going to be cutting my guide for the rest of the layers, and keep in mind that this will be the shortest layer. Keeping my fingers tight, I'm bringing it down so I can see what I'm actually cutting off. And since I didn't want my layers to be too dramatic, I'm only cutting off about 1.5 inches. Having subtle layers will create a U shape in the back instead of a V shape, which I prefer. Now I'm grabbing a little piece from the previous cut section and blending it with the new section to use it as a guide. Again, I'm brushing all of my hair up, keeping my fingers tight, bring it down and point cut. At this point, I'm just repeating the process and doing the same thing on the other side as well. Even though we're cutting it to the same length, the layers will fall naturally at different lengths because the head is curved. So all the hair at the top of the head will be shorter and the hair around the perimeter will be longer. My hair already feels so much lighter and softer, and I literally cannot stop touching it. Now that I cut my hair in my layers, I'm just going to touch up on the section near my face. From the center parting to my ears, I'm sectioning off hair that frames my face. I personally don't like to have the perfect staircase layered look, so all I'm going to do is take my fitting shears and blend it to make it a little bit more seamless. I feel like I get the best results when I use my thinning shears in a diagonal angle, following the natural fall of the layers. If you don't have thinning shears, no worries. You can just point cut with your regular shears to give your layers a little bit more of a feathered look. There it is, a U-shaped haircut with long layers. I think that's what I would call it. Now I'm just gonna style it as normal, which is usually some kind of soft waves, either with a heatless hot curls or with a curling iron. And in this case, I'm just gonna use the curling iron just as a demonstration. I like to take big vertical sections, curl away from the face, and pull it down a little bit as I'm releasing to make the curls a little bit more natural. And usually I will apply a little bit of oil to finish off. I have this oil or coconut oil. I actually really love this oil. It's hard to say, for shine, defrizz, and it really softens my hair. Also, it smells amazing. I put way too much here because you really only need a little bit. Warming it up in my hand, then shaping my curls with it. As you can see, this is what my hair looks like from the back after it's been styled. This is the before, and now this is the after. This was a little bit different than my usual videos, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like button and also follow along for more minimalist lifestyle tips. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.